Hello, this is Water Elemental.
And I'm Schwaldo.
And today we're going to be going over Keyforge again. This time because of Age of Ascension, which is the new set that came out recently.
Yeah.
And he's been buying decks like a madman and doesn't know how to play.
I just like the pulls, man.
It feels good to pull a deck.
Right?
I have no idea.
I have a little bit of a gambling problem, maybe.
So we're going to go through the rules again in one video, and then in this video we're going to be playing a game. So if you would like to join us in the tutorial section, you can click that in the link below. And if you want to go straight into the gameplay, come on in.
At the center of the universe, on a planet known only as the Crucible, the Archons clash in fierce competition. Each side leads 3 of 7 houses, commanding these manifold creatures as their allies in the trials ahead. Each house, uniquely strong, must struggle alongside unlikely comrades. In a game with billions and billions of unique decks. Even your mama can have one. Which alliances will be strong enough, fast enough, cunning enough to gather enough amber, to forge enough keys, to unlock the knowledge of the Crucible and ascend beyond this plane of existence in the most amazing, creative, unique game in the history of the galaxy. How's that for dramatic? Keyforge.
Hello, we are going to be teaching Keyforge. This is going to be Tutorial Plus. We did do one previously, but there are some new rules that came with the second set. This is the Age of Ascension. It has some new keywords, some gameplay stuff, so we'll be going through those as we see them. We are both playing with Age of Ascension decks. If you would like to look them up, there will be deck lists down below. I am playing Slyler D. Gelmary Fairweather Duelist. And so I'll throw this. Oh my god, the name is horrible.
That is a wonderful name.
There's that.
I have a more boring name. I have Seville, the Officer of Strategy.
And you can, Up. There we go. So, Keyforge is a very unique game where there are no booster packs. You can get a booster deck. Each set comes with a pool of cards that you can randomly get inside of a 36 card deck, I believe. I believe it's 36 if you include the ruler. But yes, there is your entire deck. It has everything you need to play except for things like tokens or keys or anything to help visually distinguish stuff in the game board, but it is not required to play. Dice work just fine, even though they're not required. They're not allowed in tournament play, yada, yada, yada. So, what do you get in a deck? Well, you get 35 cards and your designated ruler or forge. I think it's ruler. The ruler has certain symbols on them that distinguishes the 3 factions that are in your deck. They're evenly distributed throughout the deck. One is not favored numerically opposed to the other ones. And this is the main way you play. So what you do is you take your deck out, you find your ruler, which has actually the list of all the cards in your deck. In some tournaments, it is actually required for you to send your deck list over to your opponent for him to read, which I don't know what any of the cards are because I don't have them memorized. You sit there, you act like you know what you're doing. Oh yeah, those are cards.
That is the name of a card.
And then you hand it back. And then the next thing you do is determine who will go first. For this tutorial, I will be going first, and you will each draw 6 cards. If you are going first, you get an additional card, but your restriction is you only can play 1 card. So I'll put my deck over here. So we will look. And how the turns go is the first thing you're going to do is check to see if you can forge a key. Now we cannot do it at this time, but that is always one of the first steps you will do. After you forge a key, you will name a house. Those are the 3 symbols you see on your ruler. And you will look and see what you want to play. There is a certain amount of different cards that you can play, and I'll kind of just show you now. Let's see, there's that. I think I do do not have an artifact, so I will show you that now. So hopefully this deck actually has an artifact. There's an action. There's upgrades, but there's no artifacts in this deck. Weird. Does your deck have artifacts?
I don't know. I've never played this game.
Yes. So we'll just do that for now, just so I can put it back in order. So we have several different cards, and I'll lay them out like this so the camera can see them too. First, you have your creatures. You have their power and health. They are shared. When they take damage, you will be putting these power counters on top of them. If the power counters are equal to or more than their power, they are sent to the graveyard, or whatever the equivalent of the graveyard is for this game. They also have what could be armor, where armor, any turn, armor refreshes, and the first time they would take damage, it would go out of their armor instead, so you'd have to remove all armor before you could deal damage. Some have abilities like Fight or Reap. Fighting is when you attack with one creature to another. Reaping is where you exhaust a creature to generate Amber, which is one of the win conditions for the game. We'll go into that in a little bit. They also have special abilities with keywords. This one has Elusive, which means if you attack it for the first time in a turn, no damage is dealt. Backup copy, this is an upgrade, which is like an equipment. You put it behind the card, a creature, like so. Usually it's creatures. And then you get the effect above. You will also see that cards have these amber symbols right underneath the faction icon. If you play a card, you get an amber, and you place it onto your ruler. Once you have enough amber, you can create a key, which is the win condition for the game. You have actions, which are just like spells or abilities. You play it, and you do the effect the card says. One fun thing about Keyforge is, if you play a card and you can't do all the things on the card, you play as much as you can. So you can essentially play a dead card, but still get amber because you played the card, or you can just discard it. And then finally, you have locations or actions, artifacts. They are locations, weapons. They kind of have like these sub-names to them. But essentially, they go into the backfield, and they come into play tap like everything does. And then you can use the action to exhaust it to do the ability. So they can be used anytime. You can only play cards of the faction you call out at the beginning of the game. So unless they say Omni, which means you can play it at any time. But once you pick a faction for the game, you have to play it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, I played too many cards. Put that at the bottom. So since I'm going first, I'm going to play a card for my turn. I'm going to name Logos, and then I'm going to play a creature, and they all come into play exhausted. From there, since I played my one card for the turn, I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to ready everything for my next turn, and then I'm going to, cheaty face. And then I'm going to ready everything up for the next turn, and then I'm going to draw back up to 6. And since I have already played my card for the turn, I have my opening hand. It is your turn.
All right.
So the first thing is you forge a key. You cannot forge a key. Then you will declare which house you would like to play. And since you are not on the opening hand, you can play as many cards of that house in a turn. So if you have 6 cards with the same house, you can play them all. Or if you have 4, you can play them all. If you have cards in your hand that you can't play, but you want to get rid of, you can always discard them as well.
All right. Well, I will name Logos as my house. And I will play both of these. You say they come in tap.
Yep.
Right?
Now, one thing to keep in mind is order does matter. So when you play a card,
Okay.
and you play another card next to it, you have to make sure when you play another card that you play it on each end, because there are mechanics called flanking where it will either interact with cards on the side or cards in the non-flank area. So if you play another card, you can't play it in the middle, but you can play it to the left and to the right. And sometimes the boards get very, very, very long.
Okay.
But yes, so you want to do these in order because they both have play effects. So you want to play this one first. You may play one non-logos card this turn, which is a good effect.
I don't think I have anything that is really good to be used.
You can always, I think you can discard with a play effect. I'm not
wait.
sure.
Add like an action I can use?
Yeah.
Alright, let's use an action. Destroy any number of friendly creatures. Gain 1 amber for each creature destroyed this way.
So the first thing you do is you gain an amber for playing the card.
Sweet.
And then destroy any number of friendly creatures.
I'll destroy that Helver bot.
So it will be sent to the graveyard. And then you get an additional amber, right?
Yep. So I destroyed 1.
Wow, that's a really good card. So we'll do that.
And then I will play that Igor, that other one, which is...
Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand and discard the others.
And discard 2. Alright.
So, what else?
Then ready up. Then.
Ready up?
Yep.
Ready up, and then end your turn, and then you'll draw back up to 6. Now, there are conditions that will decrease the amount of cards you draw at the end of the turn, and that is called the chain counter. You see these 2 cards down here. I will reveal them because they are very bright and colorful and very distracting. So you can see that there's like a grid of numbers right here, and then a second list of numbers over here. When you gain a chain for using a card effect, you'll take your little counter and then you'll put how many chains you currently have. The next time you would draw a card, you would remove a chain, and then you would have that less of cards to draw. So if you have 1 to 6 chains, you draw to 5 cards. If you have 7 to 12, you minus 2 cards, all the way up to minus 4 in the bracket of 24 through 19. So if, for example, I have 7 chains for some reason, I draw my card, then remove a chain, I'd have 6. It's very confusing, but there's a whole explanation of chains if it's a little confusing on your first time. If we see it, we'll go over it more, but that is just an example of what chains are for and if required for drawing. So, next would be my turn. I cannot forge a key. I do not have any amber because I'm not cool. And we'll continue.
You're not cool like me.
I forgot to mention, you need 6 amber on your card to...
I was going to ask that on my turn.
Yeah, you can actually see on the keys there's 6 slots.
Oh, yes, there is.
So there's 6 slots, 6 stuff to forge a key, and then it'll glow when it's ready. So on my turn, I will pick Logos again. I will play... I'm going to play Standardized Testing. Destroy each creature with the lowest power and each creature with the highest power. Well, so, since technically we are tied, we both have to destroy a creature, and so essentially I'm destroying both creatures on the board.
Okay.
Because of this, I will be triggering a Destroyed effect, which means when it's destroyed, it is sent to this graveyard or destruction pile, and it will activate an effect. This effect is called Archiving, where I will put a card, in this case the top card of my deck, into what is called the Archive Zone. The archive can be looked at any time, and at the beginning of your turn, after you forge a key, you can take your archive and put it into your hand. Now, it's an all or nothing deal. Either you take no cards or you take all cards. But you can look at it any time and say, oh, I would like to take that. So, I have a card in the archive. It's going to be right there, doing its thing, being happy. Next, I will play Osman, Martianologist, where he has a Fight and Reap ability to heal 3 damage from a Mars creature or stun a Mars creature. Stunning is where you'll take a stun token or a stun card like this and put it onto your card. The next time you would like to activate a ready card with a stun effect, you'll have to exhaust it and remove the stun. Then it will be able to be used again. So stunning is essentially to take away the use of a card without destroying it. The second thing I will play is Archimedes. Each of Archimedes' neighbors gains destroyed archive this creature. So, because they are next to each other in that rank, they will do that. And that will be my turn. So I will draw back up to 6. And ready. I think it's ready and then draw.
Alright. And since I named Logos, I have to stick with Logos, correct?
No, you do not. Every
Alright.
turn you get to change.
Well, looks like we're gonna be some Martians this turn.
Yep, the turn order is forge a key, choose a house, play, discard, use cards, ready cards, then draw.
Alright.
Wanted to make sure I had the right.
We will start with an action, Destructive Analysis.
Deal 2 damage to a creature. You may purge any number of cards from your archive to deal an additional 2 to the same creature for each card purged. Purging is to remove a card from the game, where if you put a card in the graveyard, it can still be interacted with and put back in your deck when you run out of cards. Purging means it is removed from play and you cannot use it any longer unless a card says touch or purge.
Well, since I don't have any cards in my archive, I can't purge anymore, but I will put 2 onto Archimedes.
Each of Archimedes need... Okay, because Archimedes does not give an effect to himself, he goes to the graveyard.
Alright.
And you gain an amber for playing the card as well.
Yes, I do. Halfway to a key.
Halfway to a key. Oh, boo-boo. Now, each house has their own play style and kind of interactions. You can tell that Logos is very draw-heavy, board manipulative, augmenting, archiving. Mars is very aggressive, and they're very keen to not work well with other factions.
Yes.
Which we'll see since we both have Mars.
Yep. So, there's a little sky booster, and then I will play one more action of Mothership Support. For each friendly Mars creature, deal 2 damage to a creature. You may choose a different creature each time.
Alright, so you deal 2
Just
damage.
throw that boy, and I gain an amber.
Take your amber, boy.
And yeah, that'll be it.
Alrighty. You know, I'll take my archive this turn. And then I'm going to name Mars as well.
Oh!
I'm going to play Carpet Phelan. Wait, Phalixum?
Carpet Floxum.
Floxum.
That would probably be the closest I would say to that.
So I gain an amber. If there are no friendly creatures in play, deal 4 damage to each creature.
Oh! Oof.
Yeah, I can clear the board too. I'm going to play my own squadron. And then I will also play Xanthix Harvester. If it is a next to a non-Mars neighbor, it cannot be used, which is something to keep in mind with a creature. And with that, I will end my turn by readying.
Alright.
And drawing a card. Oh, I need to drop to 6. Weep, weep.
I don't know if I want to do that one. Alright, I will choose Mars once again.
Okay. Are you gonna carpet flex him? Destroy both my creatures?
No, unfortunately I don't think I have one of those Floxum things. But I will bring out another Sky Booster.
Right.
And then I will bring out a Mind Warper. And then I would like to play Mars first. Ready and use a friendly Mars creature. So I would like to ready him, and then that means I can use his action, correct?
Don't forget your amber.
Yep. And his action is choose an enemy creature. It captures 1 amber from its own side.
So what capturing is if you capture an amber, you'll take the amber from either your opponent or yourself, and you place it onto the creature. When the creature is destroyed, you get the amber back.
Alright.
To the owner of where the amber came from.
Alright. Well, I'll put it on that harvester.
Okay.
And
then
he's
action.
tapped.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. My turn. I'm going to choose Mars
Haha!
to show some
Martian support.
Yep. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reap, and by reaping you will generate 1 amber and then activate any reaping effects. Since this one has the reap of gain an additional amber, I get 2 amber, put it onto my my Archon. That's the name of them. They're not rulers, they're Archons. Derp derp derp.
It's all good.
Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reap him to gain additional amber, and then he has to go back to his hand. Whee! And then I will play him again.
How did I know?
Wow! And with that, I will end my turn. And don't forget to yours.
Oh yes.
That's the hardest thing is always remember to ready
remembering all of the stuff.
All right, you may go.
All right. Well, we are going back to Logos. And let's see. We are going to... We're going to put Igor out, which is a look at the top 3 of my deck.
That card's really good.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep in mind, unless a card is purged, you get to still play your cards, because the only win condition is the keys. So, playing cards is always good.
Alright. And then we will next do... I can put on either side, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well then, I'll shift this over a little. And I'll put the Titan Librarian.
So we don't do
Right
these.
there.
I'm going to move these out of the way here.
Yeah, we're probably not going to be using this.
I don't think this deck has chains in it. So, the Titan
Titan Librarian.
Titan LeBron James is what I was about to say.
LeBron James.
At the end of your turn, if Titan Librarian is not on a flank, archive a card. And archive a card means, I think, you can just put a card from your hand into... Because usually it distinguishes where you archive. So I'm going to look that up really quick.
Alright. I can hang on.
Using cards, reaping, fighting. Keywords. Where's the keywords? I don't care about the playtesters, even though they're probably really nice people.
I'm sure they are.
It doesn't say in the tiny notes. There's a whole catalog here, but it doesn't have rules. We'll say it's from your hand.
Okay, well, the next thing I will do is...
Rule clarify.
Put a Titan Mechanic over here, which is, while Titan Mechanic is on a flank, each key costs 1 less amber.
Alright, I have to get rid of that, because now, when you end your turn, and I'm guessing you're going to...
well, I want to reap first.
Because these guys are not logos.
Yeah, they're not.
You cannot reap with them.
Yes, that's true. Alright, yeah, that's my turn.
So since you can forge a key, you must declare check. And that lets me know that you are...
Check.
Yep. I first thought that was only when you're about to forge your last key, but no, that is any time you can forge a key, which I think is a better rule, and it makes more sense. I'm going to play Untamed. I'm going to look at this really quick.
Which one are you looking at?
So, I'm going to play a card called Mimicry from the Untamed. When you play this card, treat it as a copy of an action in your opponent's discard pile.
Oh boy.
I'm going to... Where is it? I'm going to play Mars first. Oh my god, it's on the top of the... Or no, not Mars first. It's the Mothership Support. For each friendly Mars creature, deal 2 damage to a creature. You may choose different targets for each. So I'm going to deal 2, deal 2.
Okay.
And I gain an amber because that card gives an amber, I believe.
Yes it does.
You did. Then I'm going to play Life Web. If your opponent played 3 or more creatures their previous turn, steal 2 amber. Stealing means I get to take amber from your Archon and give it to my Archon.
2?
Yep. The next thing I'm going to play is Duskwitch. She is Omega, which means after you play this card, end this step. This is one of the new mechanics from the set.
Oh.
There is Alpha, and then there is Omega, which Alpha means it's the first card you have to play this turn, Omega means the last card. There are cards that are Alpha and Omega, which means you can only play those cards. Creatures enter play ready. So, since that is the last card of my turn, she readies and check, because I have 6 amber.
Hello.
The tables have turned.
Alright, well, we are going to change houses over to Sanctum.
The Sanctum Sanctorum.
And we're going to play Sir Maros.
Which is on the... It's the box art! It's the box art!
Hello! So after your opponent gains amber by reaping, Surumaro captures it.
So anytime I would generate amber for anything, it would, that's good.
Yep. And then I will also play on the other side, Prince Derek, Unifier. Play. Gain 3 amber if you control creatures from 3 different houses. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my!
The prince is rich.
Look at him.
I also have 6 now.
Is that a chickadee check?
I'm not quite finished with my turn, but...
I drew a card because I realized I only had 5 in my hand.
I will play an artifact. Haydoth's Wall. Each friendly flank creature gets +2 power.
Oh no! They are stronger than before!
And then also, one more thing. I will upgrade the Prince Derek with Protect the Weak. An upgrade. This creature gets +1 armor and gains taunt.
I need to put all the amber on this side here.
I now have 7 amber.
Oh, golly jeez!
And then I will check and end my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're so
Well,
kind.
on my turn, since you did not get rid of my amber, Squadala, I have a key.
Oh,
2
no.
more and I will be victorious.
Oh no!
I will now choose Untamed. Oh no!
Golly.
The first thing I'm going to play is Camouflage. Creatures not on a flank cannot attack this creature. Or fight this creature, so make her a little bit more powerful. Next, I'm going to play Fang House. That is a weird... I thought of like a literal house with fangs in it.
Yeah.
And because Duskwish is in play, he will come into play ready.
Oh, wow.
He has 2 keywords, the first being Assault. Before this creature attacks, deal 3 damage to an attacking the attacked enemy. And then Hazardous. Before this creature is attacked, deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. So it is a very violent creature.
Fantastic. It really is a House of Fangs.
Yep. Next up, I'm going to play Papaka Anga. Creatures to the right of Papaka Anga in battle get +2 power. Then I will play Marrowswarm. Marrowswarm gets +1 for each amber in your pool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Taunt.
Yep. So Taunt, I can only target creatures next to it.
Yep.
So... Oh, man. This is a hard choice because... to the right of it, so this would be a 5. But everything of importance... Well... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Prince. Smug face over there.
Okay.
So in combat, how it's dealt is... Oh, no! He has additional 2... Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, he's got 2 armor. And then he's got 2 power.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that just to remember. So... shit. Oh, man.
He's got 2 armor and 6 power.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. He's kind of a beefy boy.
Yeah, you're killing my swarm, but I will deal... since this is a 5, he has 1 armor and then 6.
He's got 2 armor with this one.
Yep, 2 armor. So you take 4, right?
Yes.
So we'll take our little tokens here. Bloop, bloop. And now keep in mind, because he has 4 damage on him, that does not mean that his power is reduced by that much. It is only how much damage he has taken.
Yep.
So, rodent goes away.
Bye.
I'm now going to declare an attack with Fang House. And since Fang House has an Assault 3, boom, he's gone.
No. Let's move these off.
Because it's
Goodbye,
a Fang
Prince.
House.
Goodbye, Prince.
And then...
Good night, sweet Prince.
Yep. I'll end my turn.
What to do?
Oh, first thing you do is... Forge a key!
Oh, yes! I do have enough, so let's forge a key. There's 6. Aha! 2 more and I'm winning.
Victorious.
Alright, so I guess the house that I'm kind of needing to go with right now is... Yeah, let's go back to Logos. Question, can I have 2 artifacts going at once?
Yes. So some artifacts are passive abilities, some artifacts are activated, some are sacrifice.
I found my Library of Babel, and that comes in tapped, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You must keep in mind, though, that you can only activate it if it is Omni, which means it can be played at any time or with the faction of its choice.
Gotcha. We will also draw in, or bring into the battle, Pip Pip.
Cheerio!
Pip Pip, cheerio.
When an enemy creature reaps, stun it. Oh, that is nasty. With the 2 of those,
Yeah.
like, there's no reason for me to reap, ever.
Exactly. So you kind of stuck. And I believe that is all no. Yes. No. That is all I can do.
You can archive a card with him, by the way.
He is not on. He is on a flank.
If Titan Librarian is
Not on
okay,
a flank.
yeah,
Okay,
not on the
okay.
flank. That knot keeps tripping me up. All right, my turn. I'm going to choose.
Okay.
Ooh, this is hard. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play Mars. I'm going to play. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with the squadron at.
Remember, these 2 have +2 power.
Yep. I'm gonna attack here.
Oh no!
So you take 2 because of armor.
Yep. Thank you, Sir Marrows. Sir Bone Marrow.
Then I'm going to attack here to deal 3.
Okay, and that would kill.
Yep.
One more, or no? Is the armor tech still broken this turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Still broken.
And Sir Marrows is dead.
And since I had to capture Amber, bam!
Oh man!
Give me my Amber back, boy!
No way.
Then I'm going to play Glixel Proliferator. If you reap him, I can archive a Mars card from my discard pile, which is pretty handy. And then...
Does he not come in tapped?
Oh, he does come into play because of, creature come into play. I did it right the first time. I'm going to then play the booster, Squadron.
Oh, hello.
Oh, no. Did I go infinite?
What? Did you break?
Your creatures enter the play ready. I can reap him.
Ah, jeez.
Oh my god, I
All
went
right.
infinite. There's a rule about this.
Yep,
Hold on.
that's infinite.
I on camera got infinite. This deck can go infinite.
That's good to know.
Holy shit. The rule of 6 says a player cannot play and or use the same card and or other copies of that card by title more than 6 times in a given turn.
Okay.
So there is a rule.
1 key.
Right. So I will do that 6 times.
We'll give you the 6. So you did it once already, right?
Yes. So I would. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then he'd be in my hand.
Yep. And I believe that's a check, is that not?
Yep. And then, holy shit, that's awesome. And then I'm gonna reap to get him back, or archive that, and then get an additional 1. Go ahead.
All right. Well, nothing as exciting as that is going to be happening this turn.
Yeah, this is the first time I played with this deck, mind you, so...
We completely forgot about Pip.
Oh my god, we forgot about Pip Pip.
Pip, cheerio.
Shit.
Pip Pip, cheerio. So, after an enemy creature reaps, stun it.
You monster. That changes my entire turn, but...
We'll edit that out.
No, that's a good thing. So he would come into play, I'd reap once.
Stun him!
Well, no. He would turn to my hand anyways.
But after he reaps, stun it.
But it would go...
Oh, yeah. Which one trumps the other?
So it would go effect first, and then after it... Yep. So technically that happened.
Technically it did happen. Never mind. My mistake. But that is good to keep in mind.
Well, that... Stop. Rewind. Yeah, your turn. This is what makes Keyforge so fun, is there's so many just crazy-ass cards, and they want infinite combos to happen, so they put a rule in to stop infinite combos from happening.
Yeah. Let's go with...
And we could be playing cards wrong, too. You gotta keep in mind that, like...
Let's go with Logos again.
Alright.
And I will tap this, the Library of Babel, to draw a card.
Feeble Babble.
Oh, wonderful. And then we will... Somebody Replicator. And...
Reap. Trigger the reap effect of another creature in play as if you controlled that creature. Ooh.
It's a pretty interesting one. But while we are doing this, I will attack. I will use my Pip to attack. Oh wait, no, can I not?
So you can.
Yeah.
So the first attack nothing would happen.
Okay.
But you would still, declare the attack.
Yep, declared attack, exhausted. And then we will do the same with our Titan Librarian.
So creatures on a flight cannot attack this creature.
Alright, never mind then.
But you can still use the Titan can.
Well, I can still attack a different...
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll Titan Mechanic. We'll flap slap.
No!
And then one more. The Titan Librarian will attack your Proliferator.
No! Then you take 3. And then he took 1.
Yep. And that is it.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna go with red because red is pretty.
Yeah, there was nothing I could do to stop that.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose Untamed here. I'm not gonna take that card back. I'm gonna play Telgia. Each time your opponent plays a creature, gain 1 amber. And then I'm going to play Mimicry again.
Oh, of course.
Let's see here. That would be so dumb. I'm gonna do Destructive Analysis to deal 2 damage to him.
Goodbye, Titan Librarian.
You were a good librarian.
You did no archiving.
Then I'm going to attack Pip, and due to Assault, I'll deal 3.
Pip, cheerio.
Toodaloo. Then I'm... Oh, she can play tap now. Then I'm going to attack... nobody else. And I'm going to reap. And it's your turn. What?
Okay.
What?
Seems that we are going to jump back over to Sanctum. And I have a question for you during Sanctum.
Yes.
Can I put the same upgrade? Can I put more than one upgrade on something?
I believe so.
Alright. Well,
Unless it says otherwise on the card, I think you should be able to stack.
Well then, we will throw Protect the Weak twice onto our Titan mechanic, which gives him 2 armor and taunt now, and I get 2 amber for that.
I guess I know I have to attack next turn.
And then we will play. Oh. We will play Golden Aura onto the Titan mechanic, which is an action. Choose a creature, fully heal the chosen creature. For the remainder of the turn, the chosen creature is considered to be in House Sanctum and cannot be dealt damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack Fanghouse.
No.
I don't know where, we'll just put that there. And he's tapped. And
no, that's an ability. Yeah,
it's an action. So it'll be done after this turn. I don't know if I want to do. Yeah, we'll attack Sky Booster to.
He's not in the same house, remember?
Oh yeah, he's Mars boy. I'm in Sanctum right now. Well, I guess that's all I can do then.
Well, you're insane. Oh no, never mind. I was about to say, like, you could draw a card with that. Nice.
Gotta remember those houses. I keep forgetting.
Can't forge a key. What do I do now? I'm so confused.
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna pick up my archive and go Mars. Gonna play him. I'm going to play him. Then I'm going to discard 2. Then I will end my turn.
All right. Well, we're gonna go Mars.
No. Mars does not need to go Mars now.
And we're going to put the Proliferator on this side. And then we are also going to, on the other side, put a Collector Worm.
Fight. Archive the creature Collector Worm fights. If that creature leaves your archives, put it into its owner's hand instead. So you... I remember seeing this card in your deck.
Yeah, it's a dangerous one. And then we'll just do a simple reap. And that goes to me, correct?
Yep, and then he goes in your hand. Then he goes into your hand.
Oh yes, he does.
But that's good because then that guy shifts over, then you can play over, so I can't get to him.
Well, I will also, since he's back in my hand, we'll just throw him. Actually, we'll throw him over on this side. Because why not?
Why not?
Why not? And that'll be it.
You played 3 creatures and I get 3 amber.
Oh yes, I forgot you have that effect. Oh no. Oh no, that's the game.
That's the game.
And that's the game!
3 keys! And then I open the vault. That was Keyforge. What did you think?
It was fun. It was fun. I was still trying to figure out things about my own deck. So
that's what the nice thing in like the minutia of this game is. Someone who picks up the deck for the first time will not be as good as someone who's played the same deck over and over again.
Yeah.
Because you will know your cards better. Like we just discovered the combo to essentially fill up your amber
for you to get essentially a key in one turn.
Like that would take probably games and games and games of playing it. And there are people who are really smart and would be able to kind of like theory craft. But yes, that is the main difference of the two.
This is the guy that I just pulled on that last one.
Capture 3, discard 1 amber from... Oh, wow. Essentially, you just steal the amber.
Yeah.
That's really good. But yes, that was Keyforge Tutorial 2.0. If you like this tutorial and you'd like more Keyforge stuff, please check out the first video I did with What Do, or check out another video where we'll be playing a game without the tutorial, and we'll just be playing for fun. This has been Water Elemental.
This is Waldo.
See you then.
Adios.